The Food Bank of North Alabama facing its own challenges amid the coronavirus crisis. Donations that normally pour in have dropped due to the need nationwide. Our Kanisha Dees tells us how the organization is adjusting.
Despite the pallet of food you see behind me here at the Food Bank of North Alabama, they are still experiencing a shortage of donations due to coronavirus concerns.
This is new territory for everyone. I don't think anyone has seen anything like this.
The Food Bank of North Alabama feeling the impact of COVID-19. The organization has a lot of areas to cover. However, Executive Director Shirley Schofield says some of their requests have been backordered.
It's a national emergency. So some of those outlets that we would normally have, the national partners that we have, they're not necessarily going to be available because they're providing food to other areas as well.
Thankfully, today they received a big shipment from another donor. The number of volunteers have changed too. Normally groups of up to 100 would help in a situation like this. But the food bank has downsized to 6 because of social distancing.
Despite the unfortunate incident that's going on right now with the coronavirus, we do realize that still, even besides that, there is a daily need for what this food bank provides. The food bank is always looking for donations, and you can help online by visiting foodbanknorthal.org. Putting the Valley first, Kanisha Dees, WZDX News.